one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Huskers will kick it away first. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Holden finds his man on the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I love the play call. First play of the game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Past the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Markway. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hicks. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Some misdirection with the counter. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up the throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Johnson looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Averill. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Rebels have their offense in high gear. Swings it out to the flat. Across the 35. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
But he continues to make plays.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man quickly. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Huskers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Got room to work. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these two running games so far, and dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Going to the running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now facing a third and long. They'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Callaway. Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They want to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on, and he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cornhusker. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Ready to send the offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Good move on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. Finds his big tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Husker! The extra point here would tie the game. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Johnson looking to throw. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Motion from the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, and when you go dime, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Huskers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. Stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Gets it out quickly. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. A run for the quarterback. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Johnson wants to throw it. Got a man. It's Averill. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. Now on first down from the 28. To the air on first down. Unleashes one. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Takes it on the return. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the RPO, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Johnson looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Running back searching for a hole.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Base 27 jump. Base.
Now the play fake. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Working on the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. He's got him. He's brought down, but did you see the hit this freshman took as he delivered the football?
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Now on the move. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give from the gun. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's got it and still on his feet. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And now on second down for this offense.
Let's go.
Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Floats it out in space. Oh, he's got some space. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. A lot of defenders around on that screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here.
Football 7. Low. 22.
Gonna run it. It's Callaway. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 30. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. And back to the air on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. With the catch, it's Watkins. At midfield, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The play action fake. Under fire. Fires downfield. On target to the left. Finally corralled, and not before. He picks up the 1st down.
This offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Leaves it with the running back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback adapting. Catch and stride inside the 15. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Here's the handoff. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the response by this defense? You gave up some yards, so what? Bowed your neck now on 3rd and goal. 3 stops in a row when it matters most, forcing the offense into a critical 4th down situation.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely center cut. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. To the ground with the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Johnson wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Watkins. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put them...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll tell you because somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And as he throws, the sure hands, it's Watkins. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
And obviously this offense wants to keep it up, like keep the pace going, get as many plays as possible, maybe eke one more out here before the 2-minute timeout.
And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Good execution. They moved the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw it. On target. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense has got to pick their spots, right? Like, you got to use the sideline if you can, get the big plays and get the first downs. Be very smart here down the stretch of this game, maximizing yards, but maximizing time.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And this offense has definitely got to take a second right here and understand this is the most important play of the game. It's 4th down. We got to get the first down over the clock and the time running. They got to make sure they get a conversion here.
A 6-point game getting very deep in the 4th quarter, and the offense desperately needing to convert this 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Taking it the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that is a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the bootleg. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That is such great discipline by this defense. Bootleg is misdirection, right? Like showing something going the other way, roll the quarterback out. But when you read it and you see it and you don't bite on the other direction, you can make big plays, and the defense comes up with the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Nice punt, and he'll make the fair catch at the 6-yard line. And while you can quibble with that, I guess starting at the 6 is better than starting at the 1. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly complete. He finds a little bit of room to operate. He goes out of bounds at the 12.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the part each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That will put the wrap on things from here.